Hello everyone, this is Harapriya. Welcome to our online class and YouTube channel of Vishwakarma Competitive Point. Today we are going to discuss about current affairs from 1st September to 10th September. I hope you all watch the video completely and till to the end. First we will discuss about day and date. First, 2nd September. 2nd September observed as Victory over Japan Day. It is also known as Victory in the Pacific Day. In this day, Imperial Japan surrendered in World War II. In September 2, 1945, the surrender document was signed and officially ending of the World War II. 2nd September also celebrated as Old Coconut Day. It is a special significance for all coconut growing countries of the world. The theme of World Coconut Day 2020 is Invest in Coconut to Save the World. Indonesia is the world's leading coconut producer, and among the states of India, Kerala, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu and Goa are the prominent states. 5th September celebrated as International Day of Charity. This is the death anniversary of Mother Teresa of Calcutta. This day raises awareness about charity and importance of helping those who are in need. The United Nations invites all the member states and encourages activities that to raise awareness about the charity. 5th September also observed as Teachers' Day. It is the birth anniversary of a great teacher, Dr. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan. It is celebrated to tribute to the contribution made by the teachers of the society. 7th September celebrated as International Day for Clean Air for Blue Skies. The UN member states recognize the need to substantially reduce the number of deaths and illness from hazardous chemicals and airs, water and soil pollutions. 8th September. 8th September celebrated as International Literacy Day. The day spread awareness about the importance of literacy for individuals, communities and societies. The theme for 2020 is Literacy, Teaching and Learning in the COVID-19 Crisis and Beyond. Next, 10th September. 10th September celebrated as World Suicide Prevention Day. The day observed to promote worldwide action to prevent suicides. Nearly 3,000 people on average commit suicide daily. According to WHO, suicide is a major preventable cause of premature death. Now we will discuss about national news. More than 960 stations solarized by Indian Railway. Among them Varanasi, Delhi, Hyderabad, Secunderabad, Guwahati, Howrah and Jaipur are the prominent. Also the Indian Railway orders to place 198 megawatt of solar rooftops in 550 stations. Indian developed world's largest solar tree. The CMERI, Central Mechanical Engineering Research Institute, has claimed to develop it and installed it in Durgapur of West Bengal. The tree has an annual capacity of generating 12,000 to 14,000 units of clean and green power, and also there are total 35 PV panels in each tree. Ministry of Defence Rajnath Singh signed 2,508 crores of contracts to push the Make in India. This contract was signed for supply for 6 Pinaka regiments to the Indian Army. Pinaka is a multiple launch rocket system designed and developed by DRDO, Defense Research and Development Organization. Indian astronomers discovered the farthest star galaxy named AUDF S01. It is to be located 9.3 billion light year away from the Earth and was detected by the India's first multi-wavelength space observatory, Astrostat. Ladakh and Lakshadweep integrated to One Nation, One Ration Card scheme. After the integration of these two union territories, a total of 26 states and union territories are connected under this scheme. It will benefit about 65 crore people around the union territories. Union Minister of Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution, Ram Vilas Paswan has approved the integration. 27 integrated cold chain development projects approved under the Pradhan Mantri Kisan Sampadh Yojana. The new project will generate direct and indirect employment for 16,000 people. Also, it will help to boost farmers' income and will help make in India self-reliant in fruit and vegetables. The main aim of this Pradhan Mantri Kisan Sampadh Yojana to modernize agriculture processing. India to extend flagship jobs programs in villages to cities in order to help the workers left unemployed due to the pandemic. The program will initially rolled out in smaller cities and it will expected to cost 4.8 billion USD. It will benefit 121 million Indians who lost their jobs in April due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Union Cabinet approves National Program Service Capacity Building called Mission Karma Yogi. It is a nationwide program aimed to standardize training and lay the foundation of capacity building of the civil servants. It also prepares them for more creative, more constructive and innovative. Union Cabinet approved Memorandum of Understanding MOU between India and Finland for the cooperation in the field of geology and mineral research. The cabinet chaired by the Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi. The two countries will also sharing experience in making and regulating development of tourism policy. Coal India Limited CIL is to invest 1.22 lakh crores to develop 500 projects related to coal. The investment aims at making India self-reliant in terms of coal and production of target of 1 billion tons by 2023 to 24. Union Cabinet approves Hindi, Dogri and Kashmiri to become official language of Jammu and Kashmir. Apart from these three languages, Urdu and English also are the two official languages of the Jammu and Kashmir. The Government of India banned printing materials such as diaries, calendar and festival greeting cards. The Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman asked all the ministers, department and public sector undertakings to adopt the digital means to publish such materials. Assam Assembly passes bill to protect tangible heritage. This bill will protect, preserve and restore the tangible heritage which are currently not covered under any national or state law. India attends BIMSTEC meet. There are 7 countries participating in the BIMSTEC. There are Bangladesh, India, Myanmar, Sri Lanka, Thailand, Bhutan and Nepal. In this meet, they discuss way to expand cooperation among the member countries and also discuss about the cooperation to deal COVID-19. E is SL to procure 250 electric vehicles from Tata Motors and Hyundai Motors of India. EECL Energy Efficiency Services Limited These electric vehicles will replace the existing fleet of petrol and diesel vehicles for both central and state government. The Union Minister Prakash Javadekar announced that the center is working rejuvenation of 13 rivers. The 13 important rivers being taken care of are Beas, Chenab, Jhelum, Ravi, Satluj, Luni, Yamuna, Narmada, Godavari, Kaveri, Krishna, Brahmaputra and Mahanadi. The river Ganga is already under implementation. The Supreme Court refused to stay Andhra Pradesh High Court order to strike down the discussion of making English the medium of education in government schools. Due to non-availability of English medium in government schools, the parents were forced to send their children to the private schools. So the enrollment in government school is coming down. No question hour and 0 hour and also private member will during monsoon session of parliament. Questioning is the government is the oxygen of parliament, but hiding the question hour 0 hour, the government seeks to pass laws without any discussion and debate. The Assam government recently added 3053 hectares to Kaziranga National Park. The additional area to be added in 2 districts of Nuaga and Sonitpur. Ministry of Finance Nirmala Sitharaman launches Business Reform Action Plan ranking of states. The plan was released by DPIIT World Bank and it will help to improve the ease of doing business. Andhra Pradesh achieved 100% and followed by UP and Telangana. The Odisha seized the position of 29. Anti-dengue campaign 10 हफ्ते 10 बजे 10 मिनट launched by the Delhi government. Kejriwal had appealed to Delhi residents to give 10 minutes every Sunday from September 1 to November 15 to ensure that there is no stagnant water in their house. The Ministry of MSME Nitin Jairam Gadkari approved the Khadi Agrawati Atmanirbhar mission. It will help to create employment for a large number of unemployed and migrant workers. It also boosts domestic agarbatti production. NSO National Statistical Office released the report on literacy ranking. The literacy rate in India was about 77.7%. Among the states, Kerala is the most literate state and Andhra Pradesh is the least. Andhra Pradesh CM YS Jagmohan Reddy launches a YSR Sampurna Poshana scheme. This scheme will provide nutrition food to pregnant women, lacting mother and children. About 30.16 lakh mothers and children will be benefited from this scheme. Kerala CM recently inaugurated the phase 1 of construction of the Kochi Metro. The inauguration was presided by the Hardeep Singh Puri, who was the Union Minister of Housing and Urban Affairs. The total length of the Kochi Metro network is about 28.61 km. RPF obstructed the use of Real Mango software because this is an illegal software used for concerning confirmed railway reservations. PM Modi to launch Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampad Yojana. The PM said that the scheme provides new infrastructure, modern equipment and access to new market to the fish production. At least 10,000 farmers from each district of Assam registered in Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampad Yojana. Now we will discuss about international news. China builds missile site in Kailash Manasarovaram due to the border tension between India and China. This region also the origin of four transnational rivers, that is Indus, Brahmaputra, Satluj and Ghagra. Japan provides 3,500 crores assistance to India to fight against COVID-19. The loan agreement was signed by Japan International Cooperation Agency in New Delhi. Australia, Japan and India meet on through video conference for this supply chain resilience. India was represented by the Union Minister Piyush Goyal. This initiative reduces dependence of countries on a single nation. This produces a bad impact on economy. India Nigeria to deepen their ties on defense, energy and counter-terrorism. The Foreign Minister of India S. Jaishankar and Foreign Minister of Nigeria Jaferi acknowledged that the ongoing collaboration in information sharing of India and Nigeria Navy plans. WIPO released the Global Innovation Index, WIPO, World Intellectual Property Organization, and India ranking in 48th position. The World University Ranking 2021, released by the Times Higher Education. The Oxford University ranks the first position and no Indian university in top 300. UNSC, United Nations Security Council, recently rejected Pakistan's request to designate 4 Indians as terrorists. Germany launches Indo-Pacific strategy. It was launched with India. This will play a key role in borderless outreach in the region where China's aggressive foreign policy has rattled countries. First India-France-Australia trilateral dialogue held. This dialogue will focus on enhancing cooperation in Indo-Pacific region. Now we will discuss about science and technology. WHO, World Health Organization, recommends the use of steroids in critical COVID-19 patients. Steroid is an anti-inflammatory medicine used to treat a range of the condition of the patients. The first ever cannabis medicine project in Jammu and Kashmir. This is the first foreign investment in a union territory. It will set up with collaboration with Canada at the IITM in Jammu Kashmir. Tamil Nadu government releases electronic and hardware manufacturing policy. India tests the HSTDV hypersonic technology demonstrator vehicle from the Odisha coast. India joining an entitled group of countries, that is USA, Russia and China. India, US, Israel summit on collaboration in 5G technology. The summit was addressed by Israel ambassador to India of Ron Malka. 5 PSU, public sector undertakings, to join International Solar Alliance for Sustainable Climate Action. These 5 PSUs are ONGC, Oil Natural Gas Corporation of India, then IOCL, Indian Oil Corporation Limited, third BPCL, Bharat Petroleum Corporation Limited, HPCL, Hindustan Petroleum Corporation Limited, and GAIL, Gas Authority of India Limited. Oxford to lead COVID-19 vaccine trial put on hold. Now we will discuss about defense. US annual defense releases, and the Chinese Navy is the largest in the world. India-Russia signs an agreement on manufacturing of AK-203 rifle. The Defence Minister of India, Rajnath Singh, to attending the SCO meet, Shanghai Cooperation Organization meet. Now we will discuss about some important summits. India to host Summit of SCO Council on November 30. SCO, Shanghai Cooperation of Organization, on focusing the contribution of trade and economic agenda of the influential groupings. The Solar Alliance released the agenda of the first World Solar Technology Summit. India attends the BRICS Culture Ministers meets. BRICS have 5 countries: Brazil, Russia, India, China and South Africa. GJEPC, Gem and Jewellery Export Promotion Council, launches first virtual buyer-seller meet to facilitate the launch of diamonds. The Water Heroes contest was launched by the Union Ministry of Jal Shakti, Gajendra Singh Shekhawat. Vice President Venkaiah Naidu released the State of Young Child in India report. According to this report, 159 million children aged below 6 years are undernutrients, underweight and do not receive full immunization. Kesavananda Bharati passed away. The next, PM to address street vendors in Madhya Pradesh through the Savanidhi Sambandh. The young formulated for the street vendors. This Yojana formulated for the street vendors to provide them access to affordable loan for their livelihoods hit by the COVID-19 pandemic. Sri Lanka proposes ban on cloud shutter. The ban was conducted by Sri Lankan PM Mahindra Rajapaksa. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please like, share with your friends and don't forget to subscribe our channel. Thank you.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like the video. And don't forget to subscribe.